Welcome back to Football Daily. It's lovely to have you. It's Q&A day with Dave from Squawka, Dave, and Adam from the voice of Football Daily. Right. Should we get straight down to it?
Let's. Duffchin asks, who would be a good successor for Arsene Wenger when or if he moves on? So
he'll move on in 2 seasons.
Let's assume he's going to move on in 2 years, yeah, based off of that.
Yeah, he's going to see out this contract and then he'll go. So, but a lot of people talk about him resigning.
Yeah, well, no, I reckon 2 years.
Should he have gone at his peak? Yeah.
So Jurgen Klopp is the most popular probably choice or rumoured name to take over from him. I think that'd be a good choice.
Take them to the next level in terms of Champions League football. Style would be completely different. It'd be nice, it'd be exciting, and the Arsenal fans would get behind Klopp.
He's proven he can work on a lowish budget in quite a difficult financial climate within any league. He's got a league which is probably dominated by just one side, whereas this one's dominated by a few more.
With Klopp, I think he always has an idea when he's playing the bigger sides like your Bayern Munich. He has an idea of how he wants to play against them.
Yeah.
So I think that would be perfect for him. Mourinho versus Klopp every week in the Premier League would be brilliant.
Would be loved by the English press because of his sort of, oh, I'm quirky, I'm not quite quirky, I know a bit more than you, but you don't know as much as me, sort of personality. Yeah.
I think he'd probably be. Well, okay, let's hear the names, then we'll go who's the best choice.
Okay, so we're saying him. I like
He's
Klopp.
very good, yeah.
I like Klopp as an option. Next, Carlo Ancelotti.
Would be amazing.
I think he will bring a bit more pragmatism to an Arsenal team that arguably have lacked that for a long time. Wenger, an Arsenal blogger, was saying to me last week, is all or nothing in that sense. It's either really beautiful football with a bit of a nasty edge to it, or it's just not working for him, and they're not going to win the league. They're not going to win anything, and that's why they got the FA Cup, is because of that the way they went through.
I think the really interesting thing with Ancelotti is he has been. I think he is a brilliant manager, brilliant in the Champions League,
great coach.
The interesting thing that he's always had, like your Ronaldos, your Kakas, your Didier Drogbas, all in their peak. At Arsenal,
Alexis Sanchez.
Potentially.
No,
that's a very good point. Alexis Sanchez could be coming into his prime when Ancelotti moves over, which could be perfect for him because he can utilise the best players in the world under Ancelotti, go on to another level, I think.
Would that also pull on someone else, pull in some other players? Could he utilise the likes of Ozil in that team? Could he get the best out of that back line?
Yeah.
Could he bring in another great striker who says, you know what, I really want to work with Carlo Ancelotti?
I'd say what we've seen at Real Madrid is he's very pragmatic in that he sees what's in front of him, adapts the shape and the style to the players he's got. Whereas, like you're saying, Wenger is, this is my style, this is my philosophy, we're not changing it at all, even for different opponents. So I think it'd be interesting to see Ancelotti there be very pragmatic.
Gus Hiddink?
No.
No?
No, maybe a few seasons ago.
Yeah.
Maybe not now.
Dennis Bergkamp.
It's funny you should say that. I believe he's assistant manager at Ajax.
Is he?
Is that true?
That is true, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
Fitting for the role.
Would fit nicely. I think obviously Ajax play a nice style of football, so if he brought that to Arsenal, it would be similar to Wenger, but I think it'd be more structured in a 4-3-3 where Wenger does mess about with a 4-2-3-1 and that sort of thing. I think it'd be perfect. Obviously, Arsenal legend.
Yeah.
What more do you want?
Say maybe someone with more experience, would really... Someone who's going to take them to the next level. I think Arsenal sort of, in some ways, have been stagnating for a little while.
I think they're
experienced personality.
They're on the cusp of that level.
Exactly. Yeah, they could be. They could be one of the best teams in England. They should be up there with Chelsea right now.
Ronald Koeman
could be good, but only just starting at Southampton. 2 years though, maybe
2 years, end of the contract, out. But then he'd probably go to the Netherlands in the end. Are they looking for another Arsene Wenger? Or are they looking to get into this new 3-year cycle? The Bielsa cycle.
Yeah.
What about this? Pep Guardiola.
I don't think he'd go to Arsenal. I think
needs the money, needs the investment.
Yeah, I'd say in 2 years, 3 years, he'd either go. If he's going to come to Premier League, it might be United or City.
I think with he likes youth systems and he likes clubs that have traditions. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and he has mentioned Man United, and he has obviously Ferguson is one of his big people that he sort of looks up to. That's why I'd probably see Guardiola more likely to go to United than anyone else in the Premier League.
Jason COYS. What's that stand for?
Come on, you Spurs.
Oh, yeah. Who do Spurs need to sign in January to boost their squad, Coys?
That's a good question, Jason Coys.
Jason Coys.
I'd say, so the rumoured signing is Jay Rodriguez. I'd like that. I'd like that a lot.
Really?
Yeah, I like
Morgan Schneiderlin.
No, he's not going to come.
Alex Song.
Fabian Delph has been rumoured. Apparently Spurs are going to sign Fabian Delph. I wouldn't mind that as well.
Why?
I like Fabian Delph. I think he'd bring a bit more energy, a bit more dynamism to our midfield. At the moment, it's a bit flat, it's a bit static. No one's making the runs forward, that sort of stuff. So I think Delph would, he's not a world-class player, but I think he'd be a good, solid, cheap option for us in January. But I'd love to say, I said it before, Christian Benteke. I don't think we'll sign him in January. I think it'll more likely be next summer. But I think he's a very good player. He's only young. Probably cost us about 25 million. But I think he would be a good. Very
focal
good signing.
point, I think.
Yeah,
brilliant.
The other person we've been rumoured to sign is Saido Berahino from West Brom.
How much?
The price quoted was 30 million. Apparently.
That's just to price them out until they do actually want to make a profit on it, and then they'll sell him for 15
18,
if he has a good.
Maybe.
Do you think he'd be a good signing?
No.
Spurs?
He scored 7 goals in the Premier League this season. 3 coming from the penalty spot. I think he's a good player, but he's a limited player. He's very quick, can finish. Not really what Spurs want. A focal point of Benteke, someone you can hit.
J5000 says, and this is a good question, thoughts on the Christmas tree formation for Juve?
Well, it's very festive. That's what I've got to say.
Great.
So Allegri obviously played the same system at AC Milan and they won the league. I think they're still going to win the league this season. Juventus, because they're too powerful, but I think this is a brilliant change for Europe. So you're looking at they've played this system twice, sort of like a flat back four, Marchisio holding, then you got Pogba one side, and then maybe Pereira or another one of the lads, and then the tip Carlos Tevez has taken a little bit in there, and then it's solid for a European side to play like that because you can press, and I think that's what playing through at the back does not give you the press. Yeah, I think that will be bringing that in will be absolutely brilliant. So since playing this system, they've won 7-0 against Parma. A Parma side that finished 6th in the league last season. They've been rubbish this year, but they're still not a bad
They've been
side.
awful this year.
And then also against the first time they implemented against Olympiacos, they won 3-2. Before that in Europe, they'd lost 1-0 to Atletico Madrid and they lost 1-0 to Olympiacos with the 3 at the back. So I think this change really could take this Juve side to another dimension.
Where's Reus going to end up?
I honestly think it's quite likely. I know you're both going to say no, but it's going to end up at Bayern Munich. It seems like that's sort of the whispers, the rumours going around. That's supposed to be where things are heading.
Apparently, he's already decided.
What, to go to Munich?
To go somewhere.
Yeah, I think he's going to leave. I think he'll leave at the end of the season. The release clause kicking in. Is it £25 million or is it euros? It's not a lot. It's an absolute bargain for a player of his quality. But yeah, I think I could see him going to Munich. If not
Chelsea,
probably the Premier League, Chelsea or Man City.
I think it's such a shame. He stepped up as vice captain this year. Hummels is now captain. Why not stay at Borussia Dortmund, get through another cycle, and then win the league, and then try and win the Champions League again? Why not? Why is there no players that like to stay at the club that brought them through anymore?
30 grand. That's probably why.
But Borussia Dortmund have got a massive stadium. They're going to have a lot of money. And they're going to be progressing. Yeah,
did you see the picture that showed he's earning 30 grand, isn't it? And Anderson's earning 85 grand or something like this. That's crazy.
I think he'd fit in at United perfectly.
You'd love
let's go for it.
I
would absolutely love it. It'd be brilliant.
Imagine
Marco Reus on the left wing, Di Maria playing a left central midfield role, and then that together, and Luke Shaw on that side. That'd be one of the deadliest left side combos.
The deadliest left sides.
Hey mate.
What about you got the Di Maria, you've got him down that side, right? And then you've got Luke Shaw, and then you've got Wayne Rooney, and then you've got Adnan Januzaj. Ryan Giggs is on the bench. How are you fitting all these players in, mate?
Get Carlo Ancelotti in and it'll be absolutely fine, won't it?
I do agree. I think Carlo Ancelotti would do a great job.
If he went to Munich, why is all the whispers about he's going to Munich? It's because how's Ribery now? 32?
33, I think.
33, yeah. So maybe he's seen as...
We're not very good with ages on this show. Do you know a few weeks ago?
Some of us.
I didn't say that he was... I didn't say Robin was 34.
Adam Keyworth from Blue Moon Rising.
Yeah.
He said Robin's 34 and
he's not. He's 30. Yeah.
Dead on 30.
We just
he looks 34.
We didn't correct it. We did say he looked old, but he's not 34, mate. Yeah, he's 30, so he's still got a lot of good years ahead of him. But the problem with him going there is it's not a very nice narrative for anyone else. And I think a lot of people want to see Royce try himself in another league.
It'll be good to see him in another league.
Premier League. Barcelona would be very interesting, I think. Trying to fit in Royce, Suarez, Messi and Neymar. Imagine that front four.
Rakitic.
Just in behind.
Yeah.
That would be perfect.
Iniesta.
Play the Brazilian 4-2-4.
I do like a 4-2-4. I like 4-2-4.
Where would he fit in at these clubs? So, for example, if he went to Chelsea, you've got Eden Hazard on the left.
Yeah.
So, where's Royce going to go?
Who's on the right?
Brilliant. Doesn't Reus? I thought
Reus is playing either central or on the left. He can play on the right, but there is two his best positions. I'd say.
Yeah, Oscar's. I reckon he'd play behind him. They want to make him a bit deeper.
Oh, but you got Fabregas and Matic there.
I think he'd fit at Chelsea playing behind the striker. So playing behind Diego Costa, I think that's where he fit perfectly.
I can see Reus in Liverpool red.
I can see him going to City because they don't have a lot of pace on that left side. They've got Navas.
What's up, Yaya?
Huh?
What's that smell? Oh, I'm leaving.
Yeah, Yaya's going probably
to get cake somewhere else.
They're going to give him cake somewhere else. Sell him for 30 million. They probably could still get 30 million. Use that money. It's off to Reus.
Yeah.
Get him on that left side. Nasri's there, not the paciest player.
Make Nasri slightly more central, or rotate him in and out because he doesn't seem particularly
can't happen that.
Here's a question from Mark Bodie. What teams do you guys support? I support Tottenham,
Manchester United,
and you support Liverpool.
I'm a Liverpool connoisseur.
Yeah. What about this one?
Just boo me.
Shaquille.
Squawka Dave bullying me.
Shaquille said, makes a change. Shaquille said, this show is one of the dumbest I've ever seen.
Yeah, no, fair play, mate.
Yeah.
Good point.
Okay. Do you think Gareth Bale could leave Madrid, and should he go to United or Chelsea if he does? Discuss.
I think he should go to United, obviously, obvious reasons. But I think it'd be brilliant. I think coming back to the Premier League, Gareth Bale would just be good for everyone.
Yeah,
the whole competition, every single fan watching the goals flying.
Having players like that, yeah. But do you think it will happen next summer?
No, I think he quite likes his life in Madrid. If he went back to Spurs right now, would that solve all your problems?
No. Well, no, it would paper over them.
It would definitely
paper the cracks.
It would definitely help a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's incredible. Left back. He started as left back at Spurs, wasn't?
Almost sold by Harry Redknapp for $2 million
to Birmingham City. Wasn't
it? Birmingham.
Now he's one of the best players in the world, the most expensive player of all time.
It's amazing what difference not selling someone can do,
or what difference a few years could make. So maybe we could see Bale back in.
Yeah, in a year.
Very interesting.
A lot can change in a year.
It can. I wonder where we'll be in a year's time.
We'll be on the telly.
Oh yeah, we're going to be on the telly.